You're going to love this. Trust me, what you're seeing now is my normal state.
Welcome, I'm Spaghetti King, and today I'll be giving my, tonight rather, I'll be giving my thoughts on Guardian Angel Gives You Comfort and Encouragement, I think the title is, by SavageNami. This is just my thoughts, I don't, so I don't have notes on it. I'm not going in reviewing it and giving you everything. I'm just gonna give my thoughts on it, and part of the reason for that is because this is one of those, this is an audio more like a Fallen Shadow kind of audio, longer, more of a semi-repetitive. I don't want to say that exactly, but with these kind of audios, it is less so of like a condensed story told to you in kind of like a short amount of time, and it's more so kind of just it's more just a repetition of lines in a lot of cases. It's more of a statement of lines to kind of ease your mind. It's something you would definitely listen to on repeat, or something that's for the most part better to listen to, and not really something that you watch as much. I mean, you can though, but this is more of that type of audio. It's more within the length of something I could feasibly review, because it's like 26 minutes, I think, something like that. But the style of it is just not something I typically review, because there's not really a story structure to this. It's kind of just, you start at the beginning and she kind of just gives her points as it goes, and that's pretty much how it goes. So pretty much all I have to do is address the points, and because I'm not reviewing it, I'm not going to go in depth on each point and say, well, this is this point, this point, this point, this point. Thankfully, because there's so many of them that it would be it would be pretty tough for me to memorize it. But if I had to, then I would. But in this case, I can just chill and just be like, this is what it is. So the main thing I'm actually wanted to talk about, because there are actually a couple interesting statements here on a matter of, you can give your opinion on them, on a matter of giving a take on what you find interesting on like a personal level. So, I mean, the most interesting thing that I found is actually this.
When you look back at all the things you've done to make you better, to make you who you are now, that's pretty amazing, don't you think? Now, as you go on, you might lose track of me, but I'll always be here. Always.
Which, as you can see, so it's pretty much a statement about, like, you should look back on what you've done, and you should respect what you've done on a retrospective basis. You should look back on what you've done and say, I've done this, and I respect myself on that basis enough. And I relate to that a lot, because for me, when I do something, or when I put something out on the internet, the fact that I did it is, for me, the best thing about it. And looking back on that and saying, well, back at this time I did this, for me, that is the best part about it. Views, attention from other people is secondary. And that should be your mentality, because if you're just looking for attention, then I don't think that's a very noble thing to look into. I don't think that's exactly where or how you should be looking. And when you don't get that, which in a lot of cases you don't, then you're not going to feel anything. So it should be, hey, well, I did this, and I'm happy that I did it, and I'm happy how I did it. And then if you get attention for it, then it's a bonus. Well, it's, hey, well, that should be your mentality regarding these things. Because that's not a vain reason. Doing something and accomplishing it on your own and being able to look back on it, that is a a good enough reason to go and make accomplishments, I would say. So I thought that was a very interesting point that it brought up, and it brought up a couple other points. Let's see, what else could I mention from it? You had this monologue regarding the Bee movie. I think that's what it was called. I saw it when I was a little baby boy, when I was a little kid. I saw it a long time ago, and I remember it because you have this elephant who can like hear like the bees, and they have like this civilization going, and the elephant knows about it, and no one else knows about it. And you know, she pretty much says that everyone who doubts you is like everyone who doubts this elephant, where you know something, you're capable of something, and even though these other people are doubting you, that really isn't important. You're beyond that. You can do more than that, and you should feel more about yourself from that. And you know, she says that you've come through a lot, you've done a lot, you've survived things that are very exceptional to survive. So you should respect yourself on the basis of that simply alone. You should respect where you've gone with what you have and whatnot. And I'll say it personally appealed to me a lot. You know, a lot of those elements that she brought up and the specific things she said I could relate to a lot. I think at one point she even said something like, you don't have a mental illness. Just imagine if you were normal. Try to be normal. If you tried to be average, you probably would end up above average. Some statement like that. And I was like, huh. Like, that was an interesting one. I mean, you know, as someone who goes around calling himself an artist, it was interesting. But, yeah, I mean, besides that, it's a lot of, like, you know, you've gone through a lot. I know you can go through things now. I'll take some of the burden off of you. Pep talk, this kind of thing. I would be going in depth on more of each point if I were actually reviewing it, but, you know, that's pretty much what I have to say. That's pretty much what it is. That's like a basic summation. That's my thoughts on it. So, you know, personally, it had an interesting effect on me. I can recommend it. You know, so as it is with the thoughts videos, I'm not gonna, you know, it's gonna be kind of short and sweet. So, yeah, that was what that was. You know, SavageNami, someone I do indeed like a lot. Yeah. So that's what I have to say about that. I mean, you know, when we get another Shadow ASMR, I'll be on that, and it will be probably just as you know, short and sweet as this, because you know, I'm not doing a 1 hour, you know, review of a Shadow video. Sorry, dude. But you know, as for this was really good. I'd probably, if I had to rate it, it probably would be, you know, it would be like a 10 out of 10 probably. Yeah. I mean, she did, like, swear in it, and I'll say this. Women swearing bugs me. It just always bugs me. Bugs me in ASMR, bugs me out of ASMR. It just bugs me all the time. I just, like, I'm someone who is uncomfortable swearing, and when women swear, especially when they swear in front of kids, that's when I have to, like, take action. Parents swearing in front of their kids casually is just irresponsible, and it's reprehensible, and I can't take it. But, you know, that might get me, you know, you're just not allowed to say things anymore, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, but that's that. So, you know, that's this video. Thank you for watching. I'm Spaghetti King. I love you all, and farewell.